My church that I happen to go to started a mentoring program with Howard Elementary. And pretty early on in that process, felt like this would be good for us as a company if we could get involved with the school, Trusty Elementary, that we work with. And we had started a pen pal program last year, and that year was in progress and it was working up pretty well. But the mentoring program seemed like a step up from the pen pal program. The kids were chosen by the school, and they use a variety of factors. Basically, they try to pick the kids that they think would benefit the most from it. So we actually tried to match up the mentors and the students based on personality and their situation in life. And for example, we had one young student who had lost a parent. Well, we have a mentor who coincidentally, when he was a child, lost a parent. Wow, what a great connection, you know, so that was a natural.
You know, I think there was a little bit of nervousness involved as far as going into the program, just in being able to connect with a young person like that, and we, you know, come from different backgrounds, different perspectives, things like that. And really what you find is when you start sitting down and having lunch with these kids is a lot of them have a lot of the same concerns that all of us had when we were that age, as far as doing well in school, have concerns about their family, things that are going on in their families. And so really I think it was easier maybe to connect with them than I thought it might be. Some of the things that they're concerned about even in their future, you know, college and what they're going to pursue as they continue to grow up. A lot of those same things and same thoughts are things that went through my head as well.
My mentee was very outgoing from the get-go, so I felt like we really didn't have any issues opening up or, you know, really talking about different things. But I think as the year progressed, it was something we really started to talk more about more important issues. So it really started with surface level, what are you doing in school, how do you feel about that, and transitioned into you know, interactions with friends and relationships at school, and even decisions about the future. You know, she was in 6th grade, and so we talked a lot about, you know, what are you looking forward to going into junior high, what are you nervous about, you know, what are your interests, things like that. So I feel like it really progressed and got deeper as the year went on.
And one of the things that we thought would be really good would be if they could come to where we live, because every 2 weeks we go to where they live at the school. A lot of these kids may have never had an opportunity to be in a professional environment, to be inside a business. And so one of the objectives was to simply expose them to, you're inside a business, a corporate office, and you could be here someday. You could go to college. You know, try to introduce to them the possibility that they could do this. This is not something special only for everybody else, but they could do that as well. It wasn't really a true job shadow in that you can't really go over a lot of the job details with a 6th grader, but they did get a sense of where we worked and where we sat. And my student even asked me, I let him sit in my office chair and we did some stuff on the computer, and he asked me, do you sit here in this chair all day? You know, they have no idea really what it's like.
Well, they were really excited. We talked about it weeks, you know, leading up to it. She was excited to get to see what I do every day, because we talked about me being in training and speaking in front of people, and you know, being in a classroom setting, just like she is, you know, in 6th grade.
I saw the technology floor, and I liked it a lot because I'm really into technology.
So I think we've learned as we've gone through this year that with the younger kids, you just end up being more of a friend, another person that they can kind of get to know, and they feel special because someone is interested in them. Someone wants to talk to them, that they don't have to, you know. We just are there because we want to be there.
I think it's just been a great reminder to, sometimes when you get caught up in the busyness of life, you forget to invest in others and seek out those types of relationships. And I think there's always areas within our lives in relationships to give back. And so I think, you know, one of the the most fun things for me is just to kind of see the world through the eyes of a child again, and hopefully it was something that, she benefited from, having a relationship with me and some of our conversations and words of advice and wisdom and things like that.
Well, I've enjoyed having someone to talk to about everything that I've had at home and at school, and it's been a really big experience having you guys come every Wednesday, or every two Wednesdays, and I've really enjoyed it, and I know everyone else has. My mom, she really liked the idea of me having someone to talk to, since my sister is always working and I don't get along with my brother. So I had another big sister to talk to.
I've worked here 5.5 years, and I think that's something that you really see early on when you come to work for ArcBest Corporation, or whatever subsidiary you work for, is that there's a lot of community mindedness across the organization. And so the fact that they're willing to give us a day every 2 weeks that we can go and spend an hour to an hour and a half with kids, I think just speaks to the corporation as a whole being willing to invest in the next generation. I mean, being willing to invest in this community's kids and being able to hopefully make a positive impact on kids that we wouldn't come in contact with any other way.